Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I was contemplating on filming this video because I feel like this situation is kind of personal, but at the same time I wanted to see who could, if any of y'all could relate to it. This situation is not new. This situation happened before. It's reoccurring again, except it's different. Okay, so how I found out about my secret brother, this recently happened actually. I'm gonna explain this to y'all and then I'll explain the first time it happened and then we get back to the present. The first disclaimer I will have is, if you are my family and if you are watching and you don't think I should be putting this video out, this is my channel, this is the platform that I'm using. If you don't like that, that's all up to you. Don't call me, don't text me, don't inbox me, don't DM me, because I will ignore you. I don't know how to start this video or even talk about it because it's a lot, but at the same time, like, I'm not even gonna sit here and be like, oh, this situation doesn't bother me. It bothers me a lot. On my birthday, was July 18th, I just recently turned 20 and I had a great birthday, an amazing birthday. My dad had to tell me something. I kind of had the idea of what it was, but I couldn't even say that that's exactly what it was going to be because I didn't know for sure, but I just had a feeling. It was like, I need to tell you something, it's very important. I'll call you later. He told me happy birthday and everything. Okay, cool. He called me again, same day, and just talking to me, just to see how my day went or whatever. And then like still said it again, like, I gotta tell you something. I'm just like, okay. So he's like, I'll call you later or whatever. I'm like, okay. Didn't think nothing of it at all, honestly. And then a couple of days, I think like 2 days later, actually this was 2 days later, 2 days later, he calls me and he's like, you have a brother, yada yada yada. And I'm in pure silence, first of all. Just thinking to myself, like, what? Like, I just didn't know how to feel. And then he was like, the baby was born on your birthday. Mind you, my dad said he was gonna send me something for my birthday. He was like, the baby was born on your birthday, it's a boy, blah, 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 blah. The way this situation happened was pretty messed up. I'm not gonna get into too much detail, but I am gonna tell y'all a little bit. Baby came about through a home wrecking situation with another female, with a current female. My 16-year-old brother lived with my father, which is me and my brother, the 16-year-old brother, my mom and my dad had together, which is us 2 kids. So he lived with my dad and whatnot. So this is also his brother, his youngest brother. Both found out the same day. Was unexpected. Aren't too happy about the situation because the situation wasn't appropriate. It's not normal. The video is just to talk about how I feel with the situation. The fact that, okay, so again, this also before. So my 13-year-old brother on my dad's side that I found out about, I just found out about him 2 years ago. Also kept a secret. I didn't know anything about him. I didn't know he existed. I didn't know he was born. I met him when he was 10. I think my dad knew about him and my family knew about him when he was 6. I didn't get told anything. So you know, a couple years later, I didn't find out about him, and I found out about him 2 years ago and everything. That was overwhelming. I cried at first when I first found out about him because I always felt like there was a missing piece when it came to my dad's side and everything, and I just didn't know about it. But that situation slid, you know, everybody kind of had to accept it because, I mean, what can you do? It's a child involved, and it was a mistake. So I mean, what can you do? And then this time, this is the second time this has happened with the same woman. So to me right now, I feel like with that situation, I can't feel the same way I felt about the first one, because the first one was literally an accident. But for it to happen a second time is not okay at all, because a lot of feelings were hurt, a lot of people were hurt in this situation. A home was wrecked. A lot of family members are disappointed. I'll say that. Again, a lot of people were hurt in this situation. This situation was a selfish move in my book. I didn't know, no one knew. Only my father knew, the mistress knew, and my 13-year-old brother knew. Those are the only 3 people that knew about this situation. They kept it a secret for an entire year. It was a mistress. It was a mistress. And she knew about the main woman in the situation. You know, just didn't care. No self-respect. No respect for the family. No one. Like, you can say that people do these things for their own selfish reasons, but in this situation, it was just like, you know, she didn't care. And, you know, it's not only that, it takes 2 to tango. So from me looking from the outside in, and in any way, my father had to make her feel entitled. It had to be something he had to say to her to make her feel like it was okay to come in on a family and ruin what they had built for so many years, almost 8 years, or going on 10, with the same leading woman, and the whole entire family getting to know this person. And, you know, as a man, you letting another female come into the situation and breaking up a household. So no one knew. I didn't know. I literally just found out a couple days after my birthday. And what bothered me the most was the fact that the mistress would watch me on social media and would never say anything, never addressed it. And I know for a fact that was because, you know, my father didn't want her to say anything, so I guess she listened or whatever. But me, like, as a female, you should have the decency to at least say something, because especially if I'm related to this child, you should at least have the decency to say something. And as a father, it should never been kept a secret from your children and everything. So I don't understand that. And in a way, it's really sad if you ask me. But and another issue that I have is that the mistress, I recently messaged the mistress just to check on the child, because, you know, the child is my sibling, and just to find more information. The thing that bothers me the most is just the fact that she can go about the conversation and act like she did nothing wrong, act like the situation is so pure and that it's just so innocent, and that I'm just supposed to be okay because the child is my brother. But it's not okay. You don't know what kind of relationship I built with the woman before you, and you don't know what kind of bond we all had, but you let a man give you permission to come in and ruin all that. And it's like you didn't know any better. You know better. I will not give these people's names out or anything, but I will tell you the age. This woman is 40 in her 40s, her mid-40s or early 40s, I'm not sure. That, to me, I just feel like too old. I'm just gonna say it's clear that you too old to be doing the dumb shit that you do. it's just that simple to me, that there's just no excuse. You're old enough, you have grown children, you know. Same thing that applies with my father. You too old, you have grown almost two grown children. When you do things like this, there's an outcome, and we all know what the outcomes is when you are, you know, unprotected. So that's just, to me, there's just no excuse. And I was kind of happy or okay that the baby was born on my birthday. And I think my father thought it was okay to tell me on my birthday, which was kind of effed up because it's my birthday, you know what I'm saying? And not to sound selfish, but I'm his only girl, and that day is supposed to be, you know, special for me, and now I have to share that with somebody else, you know what I'm saying? And you know, on that baby's first birthday will also be my 21st, so y'all gotta think about it, which one is it gonna be at, you know what I'm saying? But kind of hard when you go through situations like this, because when my father had me, he was really young. He was like 18 and whatnot, so he didn't have the mind of a full-fledged father like he was supposed to, because he was so young. And you know, men mature a lot slower than women do. Times he was absent based off of, you know, what my mom told me, or didn't take a lot of things serious and everything. You know, sometimes, you know, younger men are not ready to be fathers at 18. Most of them aren't. A lot of things that I've had, or a lot of things that I've been through, was because of my mom. And now to see my father at a older age where he is ready to be a, you know, a full-fledged father, but be to someone else, is hard. And then it's really hard, especially when that child has the same birthday as you. It's just like, dang, you know, my birthday, this didn't happen for me, but for this baby's birthday, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna happen. And then at the age of 7, I moved from Alabama to North Carolina, and I didn't see my dad for a long time. Being there, he would get me on holidays sometimes, but a lot of times my great grandparents would come pick me up and everything. Even as a kid, I rarely saw him, because he would be out, you know, either going to work or partying or whatever it was. Now all he do is just work a lot, so I still rarely see him. So, and I think with the distance, I really couldn't have him there like I wanted him to be there. So for it to be, just like I said, to see him with and with I'm trying not to cry, to see him with, you know, another his own, with more children who are closer to him, and everything, and he gets to see them all the time and take care of them and be their dad. It kind of sucks, because, you know, I didn't get that for real. I hate I'm crying right now, but to see that you do that with another woman's child and 2 children, 2 other children who are your oldest children, who didn't get that, and for these 2 younger children to get that, and then when another woman who is not your mom, who is not the person that you've been with for 10 years, it hurts, because it's just like, you chose this woman and her kid over the one that you already had. It's not a jealousy thing, it's just a principle. That's honestly. I really hate the fact that I'm crying, because I hate crying. Birthday was July 18th. I haven't heard from my dad since then. It's been 16 days. 16 days since I heard from him. after the situation happened, because you know I just told him how I felt. Like, this situation is not okay, it's not acceptable, because it happened twice. And you know, the second time you knew what you were doing and you didn't consider no one's feelings involved, especially your two children. And not only that, you were more concerned about another woman, which is the woman that he was, you know, with, besides the mistress or whatever. You were more, no offense, I love her to death, but you were more concerned about her feelings instead of your children's feelings, which is super fucked up too. Her for him, I don't know how long it's gonna be. I'm still waiting. I didn't get a birthday present or anything from him, just a call. And it wasn't a long call, it was really short. And then, I mean, he was more excited about telling me about this baby more than anything. I'm just grateful. My family checked on me. My aunt, which is his sister, uncle, they all checked on me. And my brother, the situation is really fucked up and how it all happening, but at the same time, everybody shows their true colors at some point. But the thing that I really hate is the fact that my father watches me on social media but doesn't say anything. And at some point when you're the child, you can't be the parent in the situation and always be the first one to, you know, make the move. And because at some point that parent has to adult and be the parent. And I think the fact that my dad is going about the way he's going about is because he felt like he lost time with me and my brother, because we haven't our dad be there all the time. And to me, you can't blame distance when it comes down to your kids. Any parent would do everything in their power to see their kids, no matter how far or how near. You guys, right now I live 3 hours away from my dad. The last time I saw him was he still the only come get me on our holidays, come get us on holidays, or whenever he feels like it. But I'll try to get him to come here for a weekend time with us, and he makes up every excuse to why he can't. He's off every Saturday, but I understand you can't burn up the road all the time, but it doesn't hurt to pop up every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? But to not at least make an effort, and, you know, to see this happen with someone else. But at the same time, like I said, distance doesn't make any relationship, especially when it comes down to your children. I'm mad at the mistress, well, the baby mother, whatever you want to call her, and my father, because I can't blame just her. It's him too. She has some type of entitlement because he makes her feel that way. But again, no one should come over your children, and you can't replace children. Children can't be replaced with other children. You can't put forth the foot for other children than the other. But at the end of the day, I just wanted y'all to see a different side of me, because my life isn't all perfect and smiles, happiness, and chill and peace. I go through shit just like the next person. And this will just be a part one, because I know things are gonna keep happening down the line. So I just might do a couple parts to this and just keep you guys updated. But right now, I just wanted to put my feelings out there about the situation. But this video isn't to bash anyone. It's just to tell how I feel about the story and make it make sense to you guys. I'm sorry that I cried. It's just a sad situation. But even though the child is a child and this child didn't ask to be here, and I still feel like just because the child is my sibling, I do want to be a part of the baby's life. But at the same time, like, this child will always be the reminder of the situation. He is the product of the situation. And the crazy thing is, one day when he grows up, he's gonna be like, you know, why we don't have the same mom, or we have the same dad, or why you guys live so far. And then another thing that really tripped me out was both parents made a 13-year-old child keep this big secret, this huge secret from his entire family, from his siblings, from the leading woman that was there, who he also adored. Go in between household and watch his parents do what they do and then go back to their normal lives. Like, you can truly destroy a child like that, especially them holding such a secret that is so like huge, especially from family. Like, you have to be some type of fucked up in the head to put that much pressure on a child. Like, I just don't get that. And my thing is, like, why even keep it a secret? Because you both were in the wrong. But not only that, on the man's part, you kept this a secret because you knew you were in the wrong, and you practically said fuck your family and threw them to the fucking wolves. And then for the woman, she feel entitled. So on her half, she telling her whole entire family she happy, she living her best life. She got the man that she always wanted, she got the baby, she creating a relationship between the siblings, if she thinks she even got that far. Next person that's gonna be a house, the man, the kid. No, it's like this woman took all this from another woman. Basically one. She got what she wanted. She got her kid. She practically got the man right where she wanted him. And on the man's part, it's like, fuck everybody else. Oh well, I'm stuck. I'm here. I just can't fathom this. Like, it's so real, and this shit is really fucking happening. I know y'all like, oh, you're grown, da 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 da, blah 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 blah. Fuck that. It's just the principle of, you know, having a parent, you know what I'm saying? To grow up as a child and sit there and wait for your father to go to his house and him not show up, but for him to watch him do it, be a father to another child, you know, to other two pairs of children, and actually do it right this time, and for us to have to watch and just have it in our minds and know, it's so messed up. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this situation really didn't hit me until I started talking about it on video, and actually like going down the line of things that are happening now, things that happened 2 years ago, and then things happened when I was a little girl, and just putting it all together is so overwhelming. It's so fucked up. We just have terrible intentions in this world and just don't give a fuck. Like, you want it, I mean, as a woman, there's no way in hell you can ask me, or you can pay me to steal someone else's man and just be okay with it. I don't give a fuck what he told me. I don't care if he told me the birds and the bees, I love you, we're gonna be together forever. I don't give a fuck. If there's another woman involved, best believe I will not step in, because that's some ugly bitch shit. It is some ugly bitch shit, because only an ugly bitch would do some shit like that. I'm just hurt in the fact that, you know, me and this baby have the same birthday, and I've had so many birthdays, so many fucking birthdays that my dad was not at. He could have came, like, you know, only got calls, and that was sometimes, like, I can't even remember honestly, but it is what it is, you know. I was fine then, I'm gonna be fine now. It's just the thought and the principle of another family getting what I should have had, you know what I'm saying? If the relationship didn't work or not, but as a father, being a father to his 2 children. You know, I'll just keep you guys updated. Not really what's going on, but how I feel in different situations as far as this. Might just be a second part and that's it, but raw footage because it's real. This is my life. This is as real as it gets. Just telling y'all about it because, I mean, why not? But I'll see you guys in my next video, and if you watched this, thank you for watching.